Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. As you can see, we have desert camo on my artillery. That usually means we're going to play a desert map. And let's see, where were we? Oh yes, we were in the desert. We were in the ghost town. So that's the correct camo. Funny how that works, isn't it? So I show up, I'm trying to play a good match, something regular, nothing weird. And so we start going. And then this guy that I never heard of, thinks he's a superstar. And I'm like, really, superstar? He tried doing something to me, which you'll see in the game, that I am better at than he is. And I was taken aback. And then, I'm like Bill Bixby in the 70s. Don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. So, needless to say, we had a little thing for him. And it was pretty awesome. So, just crazy. I'm like, these guys, man, where are these guys getting this idea? You might want to pay attention to whom you try to bring out the big stick against. Because I walk around with a bigger stick than that guy. I wasn't trying to do anything to him. I wasn't trying to do to him what I ended up doing to him. He started it. You all saw it. Well, I'm sorry, you haven't seen it yet. But you will see it. So, that's the kind of the setup story here for this kind of awesome. I mean, the game was fine, and it was like it just kept getting better. Well, okay, that's not quite correct. The opportunity for the game kind of kept getting better. It's like, wow, this is really getting to be a real pain. And if I do this, it'll just add one more to the legend of the Duke. So, needless to say, we're going to add one today. Spoiler alert. So, it would be really helpful if you could leave a like for this video. It would help spread the word to other people who don't normally see these videos. And I think a lot of you guys would agree that once you see the kind of stuff that I do that's not common, but is good, it's worth your time. Because I help you get better. I help you do things or get things or learn things that make the game better for you long term, rather than playing, oh look, we just played a generic match. Here, watch this. Yeah, we don't do that. So, I showcase excellence. Mine, yours, somebody else's, I don't care. I figure excellence is what people want to see. And if they want to see a great performance, that's what I'm going to give them. Hey, I'd prefer it to be one from my team, but hey, excellence is excellence, and that's the way it is, so that's what I do. So this one is excellent, no question about it. You'll see for yourself. You make the call. I mean, I'll give you my opinion, but if your eyes work, you'll see it yourself. So I guess that's all. Let's go down and get some business, shall we? Welcome to Ghost Town. Population us. Okie dokie. So here we are today on Ghost Town with my desert camouflaged Sexton Artillery 1 premium tank. Now normally we take a look out here around Bravo 2. This is where you get some good action. You also get some action at the other corner, J9. So, keep your eyes open. You never know. We're looking around here over at Bravo 2 primarily. This is where most of the action happens first. So, of course, in the beginning, it's a waiting game. And there we go. I shot someone. Now look at this guy. This guy is badly trying to counter artillery me. That was a horrible shot. In fact, it was so horrible I didn't realize it in the game that he had taken that shot at me. I was looking at the other guys down there. Now look at this freak. That jerk. He's a nobody trying to be a superstar. I'm like, okay, now it's on, buddy. As you can see, this guy's getting kind of crazy. Now what I'm doing is I'm getting ready to counter him. And brother, you're going to eat it. This guy's a freak. Problem is, he's just a hair out of my range. So I've got to go and change that. What kind of artillery does he have? Yeah, he's got Sexton 1. Now, I don't know how he was firing it that far. Because I'm telling you, he was out of my range. Oh, he's probably got the British version. That would explain it. So it's like, okay, well, I use the American. And you're going to see why American is better than British in this game. So, British has the advantage on range. It can shoot further, but it's not as accurate. So, it's a little more guess, on your shots. You got to guess more. You got to guess on all of them, but the British one is worse in the guessing game. So I had to move. Look how far I had to move up. I'm like a whole block away from my base. This guy's got a lot of nerve. I was like, okay, dude. But I was keeping my eye on him. It's on, like Donkey Kong. Now, he's not spotted, so you won't see him flash when I hit him. Look at this, 4 to 8. Craziness. I tagged him, and he moved, so he's not a threat to me while he's moving. He's getting this stuff. He doesn't know where the heck I am. So he wants to play goof around, and find out what's going to happen. Well, this is what happens. I mean, I wasn't trying to do what I did, but he made me do it. That dude, I think, is still fishing in the base. I think that boy is still fishing on shooting at my base. No, he's shooting at somebody else. That goes to my base. And he's gone. Oh, yes. Boom! How does it feel? Oh, yes. You know what they say, mess around and find out. So he messed around with the big dog. And there's a reason why a big dog has big teeth. And he knows how to use them. So now, we were down 4 to 8. I got a little help, but right now I'm flexing the Duke muscles. So who do we have left? Myself and droid H-35 Sergeant Overdrive. I figure these guys are pretty much meat. I'll kill both of these guys, no trouble. That's only, what, FCM 36? Yeah, he's no big deal. I'm just trying to kill him before they kill my guy. I'd like to have a 2-on-2 at least. And there you go. So this guy, I got him. I can handle him on a straight 1-to-1, just shotgunning. He's not a real threat to me. The difference between myself and some other artilleries, or most other artilleries, is that you become a predator at some point as an advanced artillery player. So I could just literally go and annihilate this guy, but I figure he's going to drift out this way anyway. So I'll just stay here, let him show his face, and since I'm stationary, I'll have the advantage on the aim. So there's no rush. There he is. Time to say goodnight, Charlie. What is this guy's health? His health is 0. He's dead, Jim. Okay. So now, from 4 of my guys versus 8 of theirs, I've brought this to 1-on-1. And as you have learned, always bet on Duke in this situation. Especially when I'm in an artillery. Look at this guy's behind me. That chump droid. R35. He doesn't have a good sight of me behind the... apparently behind the foliage. That's 1 hit. Man, if he hits me, I'm dead, though. Hey. Man, that was a close one. And I mean close, to say the least. This is my end of game screen. So, turned out pretty good. You know, I do this sexton with this commander to run artillery to build commanders, which I'm doing. 7,200, very good score. Killed 4 guys, fantastic. 1,200 damage, outstanding. Especially after that guy drilled me, man, with this mystery shot. Now, every time I see this guy, I'm going to have to beat the crud out of him to show him it wasn't an accident. This guy's got lots of nerve, I swear. But, now here's the thing. It was a great comeback. No question. On that last guy, man, I was down low. I was lucky that he didn't hit me. Normally, those droids are Terminators. And they just turn and zip you 1 shot, boom, you're dead. So, as great as it was, with all my skill, to get in that position of 1-on-1, but then he comes up behind me, which I had no idea. I figured he'd be in the middle of the map, maybe. That one, we got to say... well, we had some lucky help there. Without the luck, I would have been dead, Duke. So that's the story there. We got to keep it honest and make sure we tell it the way it is, not the way that hypes it the most. Was it a fantastic comeback? Absolutely terrific. Especially with a little bit of extra mustard on the line, because that guy was a freak. Now, let's go look at this guy. What kind of medals did I get anyway? I got a Tony Stark medal. No, it's just a regular Stark. It's okay. And I got a bruiser for knocking out crew and modules. Killed 4 guys or 5 guys, and you get a fighter. Duelist, killed 2 guys that damaged me. And a 3rd class badge. Nothing spectacular. You know, solid. Now, we saw where I finished. Sergeant Overdrive, he was the last droid left on my team. You know, so that droid helped out a lot. It's terrible that I didn't get one of my humans. Predominantly, the one that should have been better was the guy at the bottom. It's Alexander Chella guy. He was horrible. This dude, Khan, was in a Steadfast. A weaker tank, but hey, he killed 2 guys. I mean, that's a good result right there. No question. You know, he played up against threes and got 2 kills. You can't argue with it. It wasn't his fault that we were losing. It was the fault of the other guy. He's a tier 3 T-46. That guy should have had probably 3 kills. Ballpark. Now, let's find this other artillery. What was this genius up? Oh, look at this genius. I think he hit 1 shot, and that was me. Okay. Man, what was this guy thinking? The thing is, for him, the bad news for this Spiral Snail guy, what kind of name is that anyway, is that now this dude is on my list. And that means every time I see him, I'm going to flex the Hulk's muscles. You know, because he made a mistake and made me angry once. And I'm like Bill Bixby in the 70s. Don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. And for those of you who don't know who Bill Bixby was, he was the guy who became the Hulk on the TV show. One of our favorite actors, tremendous actor. So, we love Bill Bixby for sure. So this was, you know, an awesome, I mean, I guess it's, you know, this game encapsulates the whole revenge motif. This guy does something bad to me that was not nice. And so, well, I have to go and get revenge. That's just the way it is. So, you know, as the song said 50 years ago in the early 70s, about 1973, you don't tug on Superman's cape and you don't spit into the wind. So, wise words, to say the least. Super awesome game. I really enjoyed winning that one because that guy made me angry. Well, you know, not angry. I mean, it was all, you know, legit. So it wasn't that kind of, it wasn't angry because it was something funny business or whatever. He just had a lot of nerve. You know, he had a lot of nerve shooting that at me, son. So I'll show you how it's done. And I mean, when I show you, I don't mean showing you in the video. I mean, I will show this fool who we are all taught to pity. We should pity the fool. That's what the man said. And Mr. T was a great American. Or he still is, actually. I don't want to make it sound like he's dead. We love Mr. T. He's fantastic. But he taught us that we should pity the fool. And that boy got pitied all the way to the graveyard. So that was super awesome. And I really enjoyed. I wouldn't have minded if I ended up losing this game. I got my revenge. But the revenge is the cherry on top of the sundae. The sundae is winning the game. Especially coming back from a 4-8 deficit, which wasn't cool because I was rolling almost that entire game with a tiny minuscule chunk of health. So this is why you work on your game preparation. You never know when something bad goes down and you're going to have to step up. Well, I'm down 90+% of my health. Well, guess what? You're still alive, so keep going. Tenacity, that's the word, tenacity. You either have it or you don't. Give it your best, see what you can do, you never know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. There's almost no way you could enjoy this as much as I did. But I hope you enjoyed it. And it would really help to get likes on this video so that people will see this and they'll go, man, this guy is a freak. That's what Brownie always says. He goes, dude, you're a freak. But he means it in a complimentary way. Because, you know, we do things sometimes that seem less than possible. Yeah, you're going to have less than 10% health and you're going to go down there and you're going to come back from 4-8 down. Really? When you say it that way, it doesn't sound too plausible, does it? Well, anyway, it was fantastic. So, if you haven't subscribed, you might want to consider that. It would be helpful maybe if you'd tell your friends. then they'd have a chance to like and subscribe as well. So, seems pretty awesome. Thanks again for watching it. I hope that you guys really had as much, well, sort of as much fun as I did. And I have more videos, of course, that I'm making. I had some other good ones that I've just published today. So check those out, and I will see you guys on the next one.